got the biggest car, Spanish bars, no. Call that other lane for the walks in the parks. They ain't come to play games, I just wanna play my part. Tell your girlfriend to come talk with my dog. We straight G's and we came hit a ball. Bottle at the bottle, when I'm sure you count them all. Then we off to that Chevy and taking off. Baby, slow it down, cause you're moving too fast. Yeah, too fine to be moving too fast. Back to the thuggin', now I'm loving. Baby, that's my whistle. Sack for the jeans, 5 bones for 20 to 800 for the. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. You can tell by the Stones that's standing by the car.
Got a fresh line up, yeah, fresh outfit. But I had a parking lot on smash. Plus I got a Chevy with a 454 in the club. Got 125 on the dash.
I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far.
Cause it's just another day in the life of the boss.
Nah, yo, look towards the light. Yo, what is that? It's a supernova. Nah, man, that's a black hole. Yo.
I leap over lies in a single pound. The black prophet, one day I got struck by knowledge of self. It gave me super scientific powers. Now I run through the ghetto, battling my arch nemesis, Mr. Ignorance. He's been trying to take me out since the days of my youth. He feared this day will come. I'm hot on this trail, but sometimes he slips away because he has an army. They always give me trouble, mainly hatred, jealousy, and envy. They attack me, they think they got me, but I use my super science and I twist all 3. I see sparks over that building at me. I dip, do a backflip, then I in the heart with bookmarks. Ignorance hates when I drop it, but no matter what he do, he can't stop the prophet.
Yo, prophet, come here real quick. Yo, I just saw Ignorance downtown. Let me put you on.
Word, he down there bugging. He got the ill and out.
Let's continue the saga, mad drama. I met this chick, she said she knew where Ignorance was at. I said where? She said downtown. He had. I think the line is a setup, I can smell it, but Ignorance is running rampant. Aight, baby, show me the exact spot. Meet me at Hoyt and Skimmerhorn at 3 on the dot. So I hops up on the A train, I'm being followed. My 7th senses danger. I turn around, this anger, and he brought a marble along. It's the same old song. Despair and animosity got broke with the swiftness. I don't know what they think this is. I feel a sharp pain in my neck, now I can't see on my hem. They hit me with a dart filled with the pork chop serum. I tried to hold on, but before long I dropped. When I awoke, I was locked in the barber shop, trapped in the barber's chair. Oh no, they're gonna try and cut my hair, but that can't stop the prophet.
Yo, prophet, Ignorance is tired of you following him around. We about to put an internet out right now. Animosity, fear, get him, yeah.
Passed by, I hear a buzzing noise. It was that chick with some of Ignorance's boys. She said, prophet, we got you beat. By the way, I'm Mr. Ignorance's wife, deceit. But enough talk now for your haircut. When the clippers touched my hair, they blew the... After the explosion, there was no one left. Cause I know dim mock, poison hand, touch of death. My vision's still kinda blurry, but I see a clue. Ignorance Ignorance is at the library. I hurry with lightning speed like the Flash. He's at the big one on Grand Army Place. When I get inside, the door shut and the lights go off. Another trap. I hear a hissing sound. I smell a funny smell. I gasp, I can't breathe. Ignorance is laughing at me, waiting on my downfall. But he can't stop the prophet.
Well, Prophet, it seems like you're in a bit of a jam. I hope you can unstick yourself. Oh, and what you did to my wife, it was nothing. I have others. The saga continues.
I want you to know that it's our time. You and me bleed the same light. I want you to know that I'm all yours. You and me are on the same course. I'm slipping down a chain reaction, and here I go, here I go, here I go, go. And once again I'm yours in fractions. It takes me down, pulls me down low. Honey, it's raining tonight, but storms always have an eye. Tell me you're covered tonight, or tell me lies, tell me lies. I want you to know that it's our time. You and me bleed the same light. I want you to know that I'm all yours. You and me, we're the same force. I want you to know that it's our time. You and me bleed the same light. I want you to know that I'm all yours. You and me run the same course. I want you to know that it's our time. You and me bleed the same light. I'm better under your reflection. But did you know that's anybody else that's met your same glow? Honey, it's raining tonight, but storms always have an eye. Tell me you're covered tonight, or tell me lies, tell me lies. I want you to know that it's our time. You and me bleed the same light. I want you to know that I'm all yours. You and me, we're the same force. I want you to know that it's our time. You and me bleed the same light. I want you to know that I'm all yours. You and me run the same course. You and me run the same course.
Hey, boy up on the land till I die, till I die. On the east side till I die, till I die. Rocking that wine and gold till I die.
till I die. In the hood, I'm good till I die. CLE till I die. Everywhere I go, putting on. Putting on, putting on. Everywhere I go, putting on. Putting on, putting on. Everywhere I go, putting on. Putting on, putting on. Everywhere I go, putting on. Putting on. What you want? Step under the court like 2-3. I was made for the game like Kyrie. Representing for the city, yeah, I be. In the land is where you gon' find me. Courtside at the Q in the flow seat. Everybody in the team me. Green bills, y'all know it's the green season. Catch me only at the short scene. Whipping with the hot sauce like I'm street leaguing. And one though, on the flow going up though. 3 points to the dunk though. Me and Shove though. My city, been turned up from the jump though. Boy on the land till I die. Till I die. On the east side till I die. Till I die. Rocking that wine and gold till I die. Till I die. In the hood I'm good till I die. CLE till I die. Everywhere I go putting on. Putting on, putting on. Everywhere I go putting on. Putting on, putting on. Everywhere I go putting on. Putting on, putting on. Everywhere I go putting on. Putting on. What you want?
life, no American Idol, but I get by. Wish I could tour with fifth wheel bus. Back to the real world, time to wake up, smell antifreeze. Don't land with big brothers bad to me. I got a blind date with destiny. I'm Mexican with an amazing race I get to be. Must stay out wickedly perfect, you're not a factor, making me nervous. I'm a survivor, collapsed on the planet deserted. That's the word like a $10,000 pyramid scheme. Changing the face of the game like the Swarm medical team. Lead troopers, a league of supreme.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans.
We've got a filled arena here in downtown Los Angeles. Tonight here in Los Angeles, the two most dominant teams of the last decade are set to do battle. It's the you look at San Antonio. They came out on top in their last match on Wednesday. That was a great come-from-behind win, too. They got down but kept their heads up and fought back to win it.
They really impressed everybody with that comeback they had in the fourth quarter. I mean, it shocked the crowd.
I was stunned by that one, Clark. I mean, I did not see that coming. That fourth quarter performance could not have been any more different than what we saw in the first three.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Aldridge out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Duncan in at the 5.
And how good a playmaker has Tony Parker been? One of the best in recent history. The all-time leader in assists for the Spurs over his 14 years there. Just a crafty guy with the ball in his hand.
Here's Money. From 12 feet out. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Could be the first of a lot of mid-range jumpers that we see from him.
Parker kicks to Duncan. Aldridge a screen. Leonard, that's for 2. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now here's Hibbert. 9 points last game out. It's rebounded by Leonard. Passes it to Parker. Back to Green. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Clarkson. On defense, San Antonio. Last time they met was in San Antonio.
Yeah, it was a narrow win. But in that last meeting, I think foul trouble for the other side may have really just tipped the scale and allowed them to escape with the W.
You know, whether it was their smart play or a few whistles that perhaps could have gone either way, when games are tight, every decision becomes more magnified.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
Here's Money following the basket by Tim Duncan. McKnight, the pass to Randall. Second shot opportunity. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. He doesn't get the second one.
And, guys, looking at Roy Hibbert, just a mountain of a man. Listed these days at about 7'2", 290 pounds. With the wingspan of a pterodactyl. I mean, a true game changer inside when he's motivated and on his game.
Great D that time from Green.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Parker. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Well, talking about Roy Hibbert. Hibbert doesn't just have size, he has a strong lower body too. Very hard, and you know this. Very hard to back that guy down in the post.
Yeah, and for years he's worked on ways to complement that size with improved training and footwork, even indulging in MMA one off season. I tell you what, he'd be one scary super heavyweight if he went the full distance in MMA.
Agreed. Up with Coach Greg Popovich. Doris?
Well, fellas, they're undefeated so far in the season series, so nothing to worry about, right? Well, that's not his style. He said, quote, "You can never take any opponent for granted. They're a tough team, and in particular, their shot blocking inside can really give you problems. I expect us to play hard and play disciplined. Guys, we'll see if they can do that and sweep the series. Back to you."
Wonderful stuff, Doris. Thanks. What approach to use against the opposing D, I guess, in the front of their minds, it sounds like, guys.
And I think it's going to take not just one approach, but several. I mean, they are so good at making adjustments defensively. They'll have to be ready to adjust on the fly as well.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, this is a team that will give you a lot of different looks at the defensive end, so adjusting and adapting, critically important.
And so it's San Antonio with it. After the basket by the Lakers, and the basket good.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Clarkson dishes to Young. Now here's Randall. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Shoots off the step back, and again it's the Lakers.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Spurs trail by 3. Parker kicks to Leonard. From past the arc. That's good. Leonard's got 5 points so far.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Now here's Hibbert. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Clock at 6, and that one's good. 9 points for money.
And the lead goes right back. What a seesaw affair we've got going on.
This game's right there for the taking, but neither team can quite grab hold of it. Like a slippery bar of soap there. Somebody's got to
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. To the wing right side. Here's Clarkson. Off target from outside. San Antonio trailing here. Parker outside. Pass to Duncan. Great tee that time from Hibbert. LA is on 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And that one's good. And that's now 11 points for money.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. And former Coach of the Year Byron Scott now with the Lakers. And as you said, Greg, he's not an analytics guy. And Clark, I think he's a guy that the eye test for him is huge.
Yeah, he feels a lot. Terrific communicator and storyteller. Great experience as a player and as a champion. And I think that all is evident in his coaching style.
Spurs trail by 4. Duncan, a screen. Parker outside. He kicks it to Aldridge. The baseline J. The Lakers with the rebound. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Yeah, not a very inspired performance for them, particularly when they were defending. They just gave that hostile crowd plenty to cheer for.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jump shots, And in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was through the roof. You can't win if your defense isn't better than that.
Parker outside, goes up at the stripe. It's rebounded by Roy Hibbert. Hibbert's got his third rebound on the night. Here's McKnight. No good on the three.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
And it's Parker again missing.
Well, he's got the part down where he shakes loose of the defenders. Doesn't mean anything if you can't finish it, though.
That's good. And it's an 8-point Laker lead.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
There's the dish to Green. Launches it. Rebounded by the Lakers. Hibbert's got his fourth rebound in this one. Here's Money. He's covered by Leonard. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. $13 points for Money. Spurs trail by 10. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And so last season for Tony Parker, somewhat of a shift. I mean, he was solid, but injuries cost him a few games. He also had his lowest assists and points per game totals since his rookie year. But he fought through like the champion that he is.
Last year, a big challenge for Tony Parker. He was in his 14th season, obviously. Every great player needs to transform his game as he gets on in age. Clark, we've seen it with the great ones. Parker did put up the highest three-point percentage of his career last year.
And he also ran the offense with tremendous poise and professionalism and cut down the turnover average as well, the lowest of his career.
Spurs trail by 11. Kicks to West. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Money, and the shot is good. Money's got 15.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
Here's West. Gets it to fall from the right block. West has got his second basket of the game.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
Here's McKnight. That tries. And the Lakers lead by 11.
And they keep going down low with the ball and keep getting positive results.
Extremely positive. I mean, this is a very nice lead to have early in the ball game.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
San Antonio calls timeout. Well, the Spurs just don't go on losing streaks very often, Greg. One perk of being a talented veteran group.
Yeah, how about the Spurs lost 4 games in a row twice last year. Over the last decade before that, Kevin, they had only lost 4 games in a row twice. Unbelievable.
San Antonio making a switch here. Mills has checked the bucket on the assist by Mills. And that's now 6 points for David West. Here's Money. He's got 17. Hibbert with a screen on Anderson. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. There's a break in the action, so let's now take a look at the teams with the highest field goal shooting percentage. The real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. Number 1, the Spurs.
Are just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
It's tipped.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And it's good.
And you look at the Spurs and how they avoid losing streaks. I mean, most teams losing 4 in a row wouldn't be such a big deal. It's only a big deal for the Spurs because they're so consistent year in and year out.
Here's Money, the baseline J. David West grabs the miss. 1:35 left here in the opening quarter. And Mills kicks to Simmons. From downtown, it's rebounded by Roy Hibbert. Hibbert's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And guys, for the Spurs, a big reason they rarely go on losing streaks is that they have no bad matchups. One of only 3 teams in the NBA last year to defeat every other NBA team. Winning for this group is just second nature. Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Pick by West. Mills passes to West. Fast break, the Lakers. Young's running. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And what a tremendous game for Money. He's already got 19 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
He hits both from the stripe. There's 49 seconds left here in the first quarter. Mills dishes to Simmons, feeds to West. And he banks in the layup. West has got 8.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Diaw with a screen on Young. And Mills kicks to Diaw. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. Diaw's got his first bucket of the night. Lakers leading by 7. Here's McKnight, and he goes in for the dunk.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
Now here's Mills. He's covered by Clarkson. No good from Simmons. Here's McKnight. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Lakers on top, up by 9. The second quarter coming up right after the... And LaMarcus Aldridge, the franchise player on this team, without question. He talked about the response. Greg.
Siamo fragili, se tutti ci toccano, siamo fatti di sogni che non ci fanno dormire.
Io non dormo quando ti penso, io non dormo e basta e compenso. Io lo so che siamo uniti, se a capirsi basta il silenzio. Senza te sarai nel vuoto, mentre insieme siamo immortali. Baby, accelero la moto, chiudi gli occhi e spegni i fanali. Vedi, noi siamo la luce insieme, il male che produce il bene. La notte abbassa lo sguardo, che guardarci non gli conviene. Siamo il bianco e siamo il nero, siamo Dio che appare davvero. Siamo piccoli e perfetti, come il mondo visto dal cielo.
Siamo fragili, se tutti ci toccano, siamo fatti di sogni che non ci fanno dormire, cose che non si possono dire, insieme siamo l'inizio e la fine, e la fine.
Per te cammino sulle mine, per te passo questo confine, portando nel bagagliaio cose che non ti posso dire. La mia vita è un film come al cine, io te poli opposti al caline. Solo tu mi rilassi alla fine, solo tu mi rilasci endorfine. Non mi fido delle altre bambine, siamo unici tigri albine. Sotto il sole di mezzanotte io ti scriverò le mie rime. E la nostra vita è musica, quindi rappo sopra il tuo battito. E quanta gente ci giudica, nessuno coglie quest'attimo. Sognavo che ero innocente, ma poi mi sono svegliato e tu non c'eri per niente e restavo il tipo sbagliato.
Siamo fragili, se tutti ci toccano, siamo fatti di sogni che non ci fanno dormire, cose che non si possono dire. Insieme siamo l'inizio e la fine. E la fine.
Ci cerchiamo come animali, a piedi nudi come i gitani, contro il mondo con le mani, come se non ci fosse un domani. Ora siamo pronti a tutto, a cose che non possiamo dire, a sogni che non fanno dormire. Noi siamo l'inizio e la fine. Non devo guardare il cielo per capire da dove piove, se mi cerchi sono già altrove, indirizzo nuvola 9. Io che ti ho coperta d'oro nei nostri giorni preziosi, ed ora piango sangue e gli dei sono tutti invidiosi.
Siamo fragili, se tutti ci toccano, siamo fatti di sogni che non ci fanno dormire, cose che non si possono dire. Insieme siamo l'inizio e la fine. Insieme siamo Alarms go off when I enter the building. I drink some, keep it in my poncho, light up like Castro, blow out from get-go, pro when I said go, roll like an afro, play like Ronaldo, hot like I'm death row, waiting, light as a pillow, don't tell my tiptoe, like I tie box flow. Please come with some since we hung. So go low, go slow, roll like a polo, a banana like you're glowing up a yo-yo. Go low, go slow, roll like a polo, a banana like you're glowing up a yo-yo. Alarms go off when I enter the building. YOLO? I don't even know anymore. What that even mean though? If you only live once, why we keep doing the same? Back home where I come from, we keep being born again and again and again and again. That's why they invented karma.
Look what happened when the game got sloppy. Introducing the Lone Ranger and Kimo Sabi. The horses were big, the 10-gallon tracks. The hood cowboys with the 10-gallon raps. Racking ACG boots and baseball caps. I agree, this ain't a simulation of the doo-doo. This is the shot said to get used to. Gangstar foundation to treat. We branched off. Shine I just waited our chance to blast off. Year rounds in possession of Black Poet, Nick Khalil, the NYGs. I'm making diamonds out of pressure. My pipes are intact. Don't believe me? Ask your boy in the back to the track. These recordings be important and responsible for drama like Sarah Palin, Joe Biden, McCain, and Obama.
Man, listen, we be on a life or death mission. Get paid like tuition or caged up in prison. One time for your mind, two ghetto politicians. 3 for all my niggas locked locked down in the system. Man, listen, we be on a life or death mission. Get paid like tuition, or caged up in prison. One time for your mind, 2 ghetto politicians. 3 for all my locked down in the system.
NYG.
They said New York fell off, who bringing New York back? I'm like, where we went, what part the game is that? We've been here the whole time, anxiously waiting. And the streets paper chase, supreme testing our patience. Now stop the presses, listen up, this is not a lecture. More like a message with a flow that's as hot as peppers. Pop the only way you can stop this villain. I'm sick with it, couldn't with amoxicillin. I've been the illest, this ill kid, Operation Rad. Though I never contemplated that. Then that's a rap, turn your pages to 03. Chapter NYG's, pants is my code D. No iron team, homie, picture me solo. See what happened to Tony, what he did to Manolo. Here go that New York Giant, back on it again. Seen with Wolverines and he wasn't from Michigan. Y'all listening, y'all can hear a lyrical street. The Carter's raw dens. Rap don't work, find us in Tennessee. Looking for bucks, see if they still Tennessee.
NYG.
We appeal to those that feel.
Practice freedom of speech and refuse to hold back. Hey, what you say?
NYG.
We appeal to those that feel.
Practice freedom of speech and refuse to hold back. Hey, what you say?
NYG.
CeeLo
My crew is shorty busters. The 41st side of Vernon Posse. The good fellas. My man Core Mega, Lakey the Kid. Can't forget Drawers. The Hillbillies. My man Slate, Wallet Head. Black J, Big Oogie. Crazy Barrier Spot. Big Dog. We rock the line. Malachi. PhD. And my man Primo, from Gangstar. 94 Real. Yeah. Yo, this. It's my man. Let's bring it back. That's just the warm us up, man. Cause I be bugging.
Quando eu me vi só nesse lugar, eu pensei que preciso sair. Pra me libertar, seja com quem for, a minha vida é cantar, nunca no mesmo lugar, seja sozinho a dois, o resto eu vejo depois, mas só em pensar que com a sua face, tudo que eu pedisse só você que me desse, aí pensando Deus se esse quarto falasse, mas que pena, já era, não vejo mais aquela tão bela e singela, e nem dá, porque seu rosto a voz ela é através de alô, se passou pela favela é porque alguém me falou, então já que me deixou por aqui, aprendi a viver um pouco sozinho, mas o que eu posso fazer, fia, se eu gosto da boemia, essa noite pra mim é dia, mas posso mudar, mas como isso é questão de tempo, então isso nem tenho muito, nem curto, fica de canto, eu prefiro suar. Quando eu me vi só nesse lugar, eu pensei que preciso sair pra me libertar, seja com quem for, a minha vida é cantar, nunca no mesmo lugar, seja sozinho a dois, o resto eu vejo depois, o resto eu vejo depois, talvez, pode ser que uma mina firmeza possa trombar no rolê, é isso, deixa comigo, é só seguir o sentido e despertar os picos floridos, mas não, pera lá, deixa eu falar, né assim, para mim tem que ter valor, não é só chegar e abusar, nem forjar, nem fingir, que nem dá pra sentir o amor, ó fita, ela nem confia mais em mim, acredita, no conto das minas que pra mim foi mais chica, tava tudo claro, mas a cena complica, e a saudade fica, então já era, não vejo mais aquela tão bela e singela, e nem dá, porque quando eu me vi só nesse lugar, eu pensei que preciso sair pra me libertar, seja com quem for, a minha vida é cantar, nunca no mesmo lugar, seja sozinho a dois, o resto eu vejo depois.
DJ Khaled.
sleeping, keep on waking without the woman next to me. Guilt is burning, inside I'm hurting. This ain't a feeling I can keep, so blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me, don't blame it on me. Blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me, don't blame it on me. Blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me, don't blame it on me. So blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me, don't blame it on me. Don't blame it on me. Can't you see it? I was manipulated. I had too little through the door. Oh, I had no choice in this. I was the friend she missed. She needed me to talk, so blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me. Don't blame it on me. Blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me. Don't blame it on me. Blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me. Don't blame it on me. So blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me. Don't blame it on me. Don't blame it on me. Oh, I'm so sorry, baby. Yeah. Oh, I got to say, I'm sorry. Oh, I promise. Don't blame it on me. Don't blame it on me. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
About time for anyone telling you off for all your deeds.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the Utah Jazz. Well, for the Jazz, they are putting together an impressive stretch of basketball. Only one loss in their last 8 games. We'll see if that continues tonight. And the All-Star break rapidly approaching. Shaq is a perennial All-Star. Were you ever jealous of the guys who didn't get voted in and instead got a little R&R?
You know, Ernie, the positives to being an All-Star far outweigh the negatives. You know, for me, you know, I haven't played in a long time. I would love to just be able to suit
Getting on some shit. We go 0 to 100 real quick. They be
pay the bill. And I don't feel it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. I been Steph Curry with the shot, been with the sauce, Chef Curry with the pot, boy. 360 with the wrist, boy. 0 to 100, real quick. Real quick, real quick.
Welcome to 2K Sports Live Saturday night coverage of the NBA. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's all about the Western Conference. That's where the action is today as the Golden State Warriors get ready to battle. They came away with the victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building. And, guys, they come into this one looking for win number 3 in the season against these guys. They already have won the first 2.
You just have to admire the versatility they were able to display offensively.
Scoring came from every direction, all over the place. I mean, if one approach didn't work for them, they found another one that did.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, the forwards are Hayward and Favors, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Hood in at the 2.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Here's Money, feeds it to Curry. Over in the corner, Green to the left wing. 5 on the clock. McKnight battles through traffic and lays it in.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
They get it back. Back to Gobert. Banked in off the glass.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
And, you know, looking at Andrew Bogut, he's been one of the game's best centers. I mean, obviously injuries have saddled him a little bit over the years, but he's made it through 67 games each of the past 2 seasons.
For the Utah Jazz, they come in off a loss to the Pelicans in New Orleans.
Lots of tension. The fans were pretty restless, and so was their bench. Neck and neck excitement, but just not enough to get all the way back.
You know, and that's what sports is. It's almost like reality TV because no one knows what to expect down the stretch. And the way that one went back and forth, no one knew how it would ultimately end up.
It's called live drama. That's why we love this game.
Very compelling. And here are the Warriors now after the basket by Utah. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Jazz have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Gobert, the screen. To the middle. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Jazz shooting their first free throws of the game. Either to fall.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many. Years. And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Favors with the screen. The feed to Gobert. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Hayward can't hit. And Kerr is so good with the media because, Greg, he was a media member of himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that, could you?
Yeah, right,
no.
Right. Yeah, he probably just drone on as a broadcaster and would rarely contribute anything of note. Some guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy.
No.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
And the wide open shot from Green. And the first shot of the night for him missing. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
A short time ago, Quinn Snyder and I were able to chat. They've had a difficult time in this matchup, losing both games in the season series. And I asked him what he thought might turn things around. He said, we've got to up our intensity defensively and speed up our rotations. With our shot blocking, we can make things tough around the rim, but we also need to close out quickly on the perimeter. Guys, we'll see how they do.
Thank you very much, Doris. So it's mainly about defense for them early on.
Yeah, and it won't just be early. I mean, it'll be about D all game long.
Yeah, and he made that point very clearly and emphatically to Doris and his players. I think we're going to see an intense defensive performance today.
And the Jazz with possession here. Gobert the screen. Hood kicks to Favors. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
You know, as I watched Derek Favors last season, he continued to develop his offense. He was a big, unpolished athlete coming into the league. Had some conditioning problems, but now it seems like he's on track to be a force as a power forward.
Here's Money. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. 6 points for Money.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. Back to Gobert. Hayward, left side. It's stolen by Curry. Oh! Boom! Breakdown.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. They now take the lead. And that's now 10 points for Money. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half. Not good shot selection, long range, and the defender all up in your jersey.
And, you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
Now here's Barnes. 8 points his last outing. Shot clock at 5. Outside Curry. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim. On the way in. Curry's got his first points of the game. Passes it to Gobert. Gobert the screen. Here's Hood. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboards, Kev. That also was a factor.
Got a hand on it, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. What a month it's been for these teams defensively. The Jazz, number 1.
And they've just been on a defensive tear. I mean, allowing so few points. And really, I think it's the energy with which they've played.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against the defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
And it's going to...
Now let's get it all in perspective. For all y'all enjoyment, a song y'all can step with. Y'all appointed me to bring rap justice, but I ain't 5-0, y'all know it's Nas, yo. Then a whole lot of only describe us as soldier survivors. Stay laced in the best, well dressed with finesse in the white tee, looking for wifey. Thug girl who fly and talk so nicely. Put her in the coupe so she can feel the nice breeze. We could drive through the city, no doubt, but don't say my car. Say that is out. Newness, here's the anthem. Put your hand up that you with, count your loot with. Push the pool stick in your new crib, same hand that you hoop with. Swing around like you stupid. King of the town, yeah, I've been that. You know I click clack, where you and your men's at. Through the Smurf, through the WAP baseball bat.